Hello YouTubers, good day to you. How is everything going on? Hope everybody is good. Now this video talks about the detailing products and what is the cost involved, because I have seen a lot of Indian YouTubers putting up their videos doing detailing for a lot of cars, motorbikes and all, but no one has come out and said that what is the cost involved in doing the detailing work. So I will in this video tell you as to what are the products I'm using and how much is the cost, and so that you guys will have a rough idea as to how much a ceramic coating will actually cost. Because what I felt is that there is too much of hype and there is too much of price involved in this ceramic coatings, and that is one of the reason why a common man is reluctant to get into a ceramic coating detailing company to get his car or his two-wheeler. You do the detailing and do a paint protection. So one, and second part is I have also seen in lot of YouTube videos, especially in the Indian continent, that there are a few steps which you need to follow to have a good ceramic coating and also enhance the life of the ceramic coating which you have done on your vehicles. But I fail to understand why most of detailers don't follow it, because most of the detailers which I have visited also and I have seen them doing it also, the first step is they wash the vehicle and then straight away they take a wool pad with a rotary polishing machine, use a compounding thing, and then they polish it and straight away they clean the product and then they're straight away applying ceramic coat, which is absolutely absurd. Because if you do this way, you are not going to get the full life of the ceramic coating, A, and second, you will not get the shine which you are actually looking in a ceramic coating. There's one more point to be noted, is that ceramic coating is not done just to give you sheen. It is always done to protect your paint. So please be aware that please use a branded ceramic coating, because there are a lot of brands which are available in the market, but there are brands which have been existing for quite some time. All the brands which you have to use those brands, which you will get a very good ceramic coat on your vehicles. So now I will also tell you the processes which you need to ask a detailer that whether he is following these steps, because these are internationally done and internationally accepted by any detailer for getting a good ceramic coating done on your vehicles. It can be a bike, it can be a car, it can be AYB, anything A to Z. So but and I also seen, you also need to understand, there are a lot of pads, there are a lot of compounds which are there in the market. So all this compounding and all these pads is you are actually, if you are not using the correct compound with the correct pad, it is dead sure that you are damaging your paint rather than protecting your paint. Because a wool pad is very harsh, with a very high compound, you are going to damage the paint. Because you need to understand, it is in millicentimeters that there is a clear coat. So we are actually removing a layer of the clear coat on your paint. So you need to be careful. And second, there are pads which has to be used for swirl marks. There are pads and compound combination which can be used for scratches. There are compounds and pads which need to be used for marring. Okay, and there is a huge difference between compounding and a huge difference between polishing, and this difference itself is not being followed in most of the detailers in India today. Because they either stick to one single process, they do the compounding, or then they come up with a polishing thing, which I'm stammering because this is not my process. So A is that you do a compounding, you do the polishing, then you do the finish, then you do the ceramic, then you protect it. This is the steps you have to follow. So before you start the compounding, you need to analyze the paint, whether it is a soft clear coat, hard clear coat, whether there is swirl marks, whether there is marring, whether there is scratches, which is not done. A, and second thing is you have to analyze the paint thickness which is there in the automobile which you are going to do, either be it a bike or be it a car. Anyway, that I will take a second subject because that will go a little bit longer. I'm not going to get into such details, but this is a very basic thing as a owner of a vehicle. Because you are going to protect your vehicle, you must be aware of what are the products used and what are the steps the detailer is using. Because if you don't understand this, instead of protecting your vehicle, you are actually going to damage the paint. So please be careful. If you are not following these steps, if the detailer is not able to understand the pads, because there are microfiber pads, there are wool pads, there are foam pads, there are different combinations of compounds which are available and polishes which is available. There is coarse, there is fine, there is super fine, there is a lot of things which I will talk about. So first let's get into the process first. Now before we go into ceramic coating, there is something called preparing the vehicle or preparing the painted surface to go into for the ceramic coating. So that is known as preparation. Okay. First is decontaminating, which I doubt any detailer does it in the industry today in India. What is decontaminating? Now, which I'm using the vehicle. This is known as an iron removal. This is from Geon. This is iron removal. What we do is we will spray this on the surface of the paint. So rail dust, brake dust, because we go in the in the roads, a lot of brake dust which is come flying in the atmosphere because of the car which is going in the front, or by your own brake dust which is coming into it. These brakes, so there are tar mass which gets into your vehicle. There are bird poo which will fall onto the vehicle. There are other chemical contamination which is happening in your vehicle because of the the pollution which is coming from the exhaust systems of vehicles. All this gets deposited on the paints. So first and foremost, you will have to decontaminate your paint so that the paint is free from all decontaminations. It is free from all chemicals, tar and everything. Okay, so first you'll have to first we use a iron removal. So this will be this you will use some 5 to 10 ml. Maybe in a bike you'll use about 5-6 ml. You will spray across it. Let the sit on the paint for about 5-10 minutes, and you will see wherever there is contamination, which I will show you in my bike also when I'm doing this now. You will see a lot of purple things coming out, so it will decontaminate the vehicle. Then you will wash the vehicle. So that is the first step. You decontaminate it, so you remove all the chemicals, all the tar out of your paint. So the paint is almost now decontaminated. And second, what you do is you will have surface kind of things, like for example there are a lot of small black dots which will be sticking onto your paints. Those are carbons which are there which will be on the paints, which will the iron removal will not do. So you will have to use a clay bar and a clay lube to really scrub it out so that the paint is absolutely smooth, so you don't get that surface. Sometimes what happens, you would have gone for repainting of your vehicle, so though that paint flaws will be there. So all those things can be removed by using a clay bar. So when we do the clay bar, you are removing all the surface contaminations of your vehicle. So these two processes will decontaminate your paint. The paint will be virgin for you to start your process. Okay, so once that is done, then you will examine the paint. Depending on the scratches, depending upon the swirl marks, you can select your pads. Now for this project I have selected a Buff and Shine Aero fiber. This pad can be used as a 2-in-1. Like it will do the it will remove the scratches, and in the second step, because it has got microfibers inside with foam, so this will also polish my vehicle. So now you have to be careful, since I am using a one-step polishing method. Now the combination of the polish which I'm going to use it also need to be in the same category. You cannot use a compound to this, and you will get a lot of harshness on the paint. Then you will find that a kind of a mist forming on your paint. Then again you have to go for the second step. So those things you have to be very, very careful. And this, because it's a microfiber cloth, and if it is used on a softer coats, you tend to get mist formation. That means you will find the dullness of the paint coming in. So this I have used. Now if you want a mirror finish, then obviously you will have to use a gloss pad, so that you get a glossy finish on your paint. But this is some people might require it, but in my opinion this will actually get the finish you wanted. But if you want a show car finish or your show bike finish, maybe you wanted more glossiness, then you might go for a gloss. So with this, what I'm doing is I have a 2400 Menzorna. You can see that this is one of the best products which is there in the market today. This one is available in Indian markets, but there is also Sonax, which is very good, but unfortunately getting that product is a big pain. Now if you go through any of the products in this, which are very renowned products, they would have given what is the level of, what is the level of cutting and what is the level of glossiness. So this is a one-step process. So it is 2400. So with this combination you will be able to get a full perfect finish with this. Okay, so therefore I have combined these two. And as I said in my earlier video, now you want to have a super gloss finish, then obviously you need to have a finish plus. Now we have a Menzorna 3800. With this gloss pad, this will give you a glossy finish so that your vehicle is absolutely shiny. It gives you a show car finish. Okay, now again, what people do once they have done this, straight away they jump onto the ceramic coating. No, because all the polishes and all the finish polish or whichever you are using, please understand, these are all chemicals. There are oils, there are polishes, there are silicons. This is silicon free, obviously. Most of the people do use silicon based products, which I don't, because this has to be silicon free for me, so you get a better finish. That I will speak on the next video. So you have to remove that from the paint, so that again the paint is absolutely clean, absolutely virgin, so that when you apply the ceramic coat, the ceramic gets stuck onto the paint and it is there for the time duration which is given by the ceramic manufacturer. Please understand, no ceramic coating can stay for life. I still don't understand how people say that. In my opinion, no, there is a lifespan to a ceramic coating, because it's a very thin layer which is coming on the paint. Some, for example, I use Carpro products which are very good. There are lots and lots of reviews of the products in the YouTube. You can check on one of the channels. I am using a light product for this, Carpro Light. You have Carpro UK 3.0, which is new, which will give you two years of protection. This will give you a 1 year protection. And then so depends on what you want, but if you see, the cost is not going to enhance very much, because I say a funny guy who came and told me that they are using 9 layers of wax. First of all, you cannot do layer wax, so please be careful. You can do 1 layering, 2 layering at the max. For a ceramic coating, yes, you can do 1 and 2 layering. In my opinion, layering might not enhance the life, because the life of a ceramic coating depends on how you maintain it. It is not on how many coats you're going to give it. You must still get the fantastic coat, and you don't maintain and leave the ceramic coating for just like that. Yeah, for a life of 8 months, 1 year might get reduced to 8 months, or a 2 year ceramic coating can get reduced to 1 year. So you have to maintain a ceramic coating, which is very, very important. Now, once I have done, so removing the polishes, oils is very, very important, because otherwise you will not be able to put the ceramic coating. So that is why we use a prep. This actually, a lot of people do use IPAs, but in my opinion this prep is one of the best thing, because it removes all oils. It does not become sticky. Sometimes an isopropyl alcohols can become sticky by getting reacting with the chemicals in the polishes also. So in my opinion, the Jivan prep is very good. It does not do anything. It does not leave any streaks on the paint, and it is absolutely clean. So once you have cleaned it and paint is absolutely clear, then you jump onto your ceramic coating product, which is the Carpro Light. This is what I have used in my bike. So this is actually SiO2, and which is titanium this thing filled in, so it gives a lot of gloss. This you will get 1 year protection for sure, for the cost which I am going to use. So this gives you 1 year protection, and once the ceramic coating is done, you have to seal it. So there is always a sealant to be used. So this is again a Carpro, which is a combination of these two. So this is a sealant which we will seal the ceramic coat. So this actually seals for 3 months. So after every 3 months you have to use a reload, so that your ceramic coating is absolutely intact. So now I will also show you practically how the ceramic coating of my vehicle is done. Okay, so and I will follow all the processes. This I started at morning 10 o'clock and I end up at 5 o'clock, so I am not going to give an elaborate video on it. So I will just show you the steps in 3 minutes, so that this video is not too long for you to listen to. And at the end of the video, I am going to tell you how much of products I've used and what is the cost. And you will see I have only showed you, or I want to give you the cost of the materials which I've used. So this, apart from this, assuming X is what is the cost of the material, and if the guy is going to charge you Y, okay, for example, so you have to X minus Y is what is the guy's profit and labor, whatever he is going to charge now, and his place rents and X Y Z. Now if that is justified to you, you're most welcome to go it. But material cost with all the process which I'm following, which I doubt most of the detailers will follow, but if the detail is absolutely good, hats off to him. If he is following all this with the best of the products, then yes, this is the max cost of materials is involved. Above this is all, I don't know what are the costs, so you'll have to ask the customer. So let's jump into the bike and let's see whether this process have been followed and how the vehicle looks. See. So the next step will be clay barring. We are using a clay loop. So this will enable to remove Okay, now the question is how much of the material which I used and what is the cost involved in completing this project. So what I've done is I have done an Excel sheet which will appear on the screen on the top end. So for example, I have done four things. One is what is the total size of the the material which I have bought. So for example, if I take the first one, which is a bath. Now this is a 500 ml bottle, of which I have used only the cap size, which is around 5 ml. Okay, so for this, the cost for this bottle would cost you 1192, of which I have used 5 ml, which means it is 238 rupees. So in that way I have worked out for each of the products. For example, from bath to iron, the clay loops, the clay bar, the benzene polish, the superfine, the what do you call, the pads which I've used, and including the Carpro ceramic coat. So all this, if I add amount of material which I've used, will be approximately 2000 rupees. Now the material cost is 2000 rupees, but why I'm giving you this cost is on one thing. Whenever you're going to do a detailing of your bike, and if the detailer is going to charge you X amount, please ask him what is the material cost. The material cost cannot cross 2000 rupees. On one single condition, if the guy is following the processes which I have followed when all this has been done. Okay, if he's going to slip one of this, then you'll have to minus that money as well. Now the additional cost which you are going to pay is for labor, is for other, like for his premises which is used, and for other machines which may be one is a Rupus the DA polishing machine which I have used, which is around 40,000 rupees, but this will come for lifetime. So I'm not too sure how much he's going to charge the depreciation cost on that. Okay, and the electricity charges. So the material cost cannot exceed more than 2000 rupees for an Interceptor 650 for a super bike. Okay, this is done from all the things, including the tires, including the rims, the tank, everything, every part which is painted part which is available in the motorbike. So this is the cost of the material use. So in my opinion, the cost should not cross more than 4000 rupees, which is affordable to hold, to do a ceramic coating, to keep your vehicle very clean, neat, tidy, shining, because you are all bike lovers, you are all riders. So I would request you to keep the vehicle in good condition, not only doing this inside parts, like for example engine oil changing, lubricating, greasing and all that, but also the external look of the vehicle, neat, tidy, shiny for 1 year or 2 years. And 4000 rupees might not be a huge cost in my opinion. 4000 rupees, provided this 2000 goes for material and 2000 is the other cost which the detailer is going to. If the guy is going to charge you, in my opinion, the market cost today costs you around 7000, 10,000 rupees, and I seriously don't have a clue what is that extra 8000 rupees is a charge for. A. And second thing is, please be careful. Whatever ceramic coats he's using, he can even layer it multiple times he wants to, but that is not going to give a huge difference, one. And unless otherwise the ceramic coating manufacturer has given the definition that he can multiple coat. Second, I don't see a ceramic coat being there more than 2 years if it's a very good ceramic coat. Lifetimes, I have no clue on it, but then a lot of people having claims which I don't know whether it is true or false. That only will speak after. If the guy says 5 years, then you'll have to wait for 5 years to know exactly whether it has given that longevity. But in my opinion, 1 and 2 years is what max I've seen ceramic coats available in the market today. So this is only to educate you guys. So this is the cost involved. So next time when you go to detailer, please ask him what are the processes he's following and what are the materials he's using, because these are all very high-end professional products which I've used. Gion, Minzorna, Rupus, Buff and Shine, Carpro, and these are all very professional products which I've used. I have not used something which is Chinese or which is just available in the market. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to our channel. Please share the videos, comment it. In the next video, I'll be doing it for a car, so you will know how much it will cost for a car. And subsequently, I'll be also telling you what are the pads, what are the things you'll have to look into when you're giving a vehicle for detailing, or when you're going to do a ceramic coat, or when you're going to protect the vehicle. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.